Can you have a luxury yard with a pool that's completely safe for your kids? Well, it's actually harder than you think, but in this client's yard, I'm going to show you how we did it. I am so excited to walk you into this backyard because this was a challenge. Safety was so key to this family, but also the luxury feeling of this. And so I'm going to try to show you some of the details that were really important to bring it all together. In fact, actually come over here. I want you to line up, put the camera right here. Right behind that lens is the sliding doors. So if you stay there, you'll see multiple layers. And I'm gonna navigate and show you some of the details around them. But the first one is the fire. And you can see how it's all one level and the turf actually goes in. Typically, it's a little different to have turf right up to the fire area, but this is a really important detail because it feels really connected with the main elevation of the yard. A few things I want to point out into this, and the contractor did an incredible job, but the angle of this bench is really important. It really helps add an extra level of support to the back. This is looks like almost like a terry cloth, and we actually sourced this, our design team sourced this from Italy, and it's waterproof, it's moisture resistant, mold resistant, sweat resistant, so it's made for outdoors. And at Foxterra, we have a whole team of people that really hyper focus on materials, plants, lighting, and this area specifically kind of highlights a lot of those team choices. Even this is a porcelain slab that has, I don't know if you can see, but it has a slight angle pitched in. And typically when you have a square fireplace, you would also have a square in the center. This one we chose to do round to just kind of show some of those details. Then another feature is actually the light that surrounds us, especially when you look at this at night. Not only do you have the singular light up front, but it's highlighted. And the goal of that is that it draws you into this space and really makes it a welcoming area. I'm so excited to show you this next area because this is a change in elevation. There's several things here I'm really excited for you to see. First is something simple and practical. Wood is a high maintenance material, so we chose to do porcelain. It's ultra forgiving. A lot of our projects do that. Not only porcelain wood tile on the floor, but also almost all the finishes outside were chosen with a different porcelain. Now, I can't wait to show you this spa. Today was the first day I saw this finished, and I woke up this morning really anxious and excited to see it all done. I want to show you this first. So this is a pretty expensive feature. A lot of people will ask us about this. A lot of our clients usually don't do it, but this is an acrylic, it's not glass, it's acrylic, and it's very expensive. So if you're considering doing it, the cost of labor and install and material is about $4,000 a foot. So I think this is about a 10th section. This is a $40,000 upgrade, but wow, it's dramatic. And even if you see it from more of the feet level, you'll see how the rocks really help hide even where the acrylic ends. And that was intentional, a detail we called out because we wanted to almost disappear into what appear nature. Layout was also really important. So I want to show you these two things that are mixed with the spa. We have this fire feature and swing. And this was really key, and you'll see in some of the night shots, not only am I enjoying the heat and the ambiance of the fire, but the actual spa captures that reflection. And you can see at night how incredible that reflection adds. Whether you're using it for heat or not, it's an enjoyable space. And when you have these swings that can rotate, you can turn, you can talk to your friend, partner, family member, it's a great place. Now functionality, if you see it, stay right there. How am I gonna get into the spa? I'm not gonna jump over this. Well, there's hidden steps right here. And those details are so important to us at Foxterra. These little hidden steps in this corner add the functionality needed to step inside the spa, but it's really important to have those so they're not blocking or making the design ugly. Now this is another feature I just want to highlight really quick. Swings are really popular. These are beautiful swings that we sourced for this client. We had a simple structure that we created. The contractor did a great job putting these together. It's really windy in this area, so a small detail that you might not think about is we actually have this anchor hook on the floor, so as the wind blows, these aren't bashing into the plants behind it or even the fire in front. One last feature before I move to the pool, and you'll notice this beautiful olive tree behind me. Now this was staged specifically in this location for two reasons. One, it's another focal point outside the home windows. And two, it offers this really foundational element that adds lighting. When you see the spa or you see the pool at night, especially, these lights that glow are reflecting on the water surface. And it just really creates a beautiful visual when you're inside the house or just outside in the yard looking at the pool, not even using it, as a lot of enjoyment. Okay, so before I go to the next key feature that has the safety element that's hidden behind it, I want to show you what this yard looked like before. And I want this to give you hope, because when you look at the before footage, it's not a big yard and it feels that there's not a lot of luxury elements that can come to life. And now look at this. It had so much potential the client didn't even know until we were able to help unlock that. And if you feel like you don't have potential in your own space, make sure to hit the link in our description box. You can book a free design consultation call to see how we can help you with your backyard. Okay, so I talked about how safety was so important and the luxury feel was just as important. So I'm gonna point out a couple things on layout, finishes, and even details that really took us over the top while being completely safe. First of all, you'll notice that this pool is actually raised. We raised this about a foot out of the water with these really wide steps. Now the wide steps gave us an opportunity to insert some planters. Typically you don't see steps and planters mixed together, but that detail of green that's on either side of me really added a lot. Not only that, it gave us an opportunity to add custom lighting around the plants and also the steps here. And the floating steps really add that look. Now, this safety feature needed a rectangular pool. Instead of keep talking about, I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna show you real quick. I'm gonna walk over. I'm doing the manual version, by the way. So all I do is turn this, I have keys here. There's two ways to do it, the manual or you have an app, but in this case, I'm just gonna show it to you. I turn this key. Now look at this over here. Now look at over here. See how it's actually sliding across the pool. But look at the pool. Tell me if you think that looks like a basic pool. Most of the time when people think of an auto cover or a safety for their pool, they're thinking about these kind of things, which are pool fences or even this kind of liner, but they don't think about something that feels luxurious like this one. And this is such a beautiful way, and a way that's distracting your eye from the shape. And I want to show you this. I'm gonna pull this back. So I'm now doing the reverse. I want to do the rest of the video without it, but actually let me show you this. Look at this. It's like a water bed. In the old days, they had to use the water beds. So completely safe. Obviously there's a little residue on top of it, but you know, the kids, they can't fall in. This is a full track here that completely makes the water lock tight. It requires a full rectangular pool, but having these kind of elevations here, having lighting, having this different color tile, these kind of jut out, there's actually bubblers underneath that pop up and highlight these, really allow this pool to be completely safe, but still have a really distinguished look. And that's why I wanted to show you some of those details here. How cool is that? You truly can have a luxury yard, luxury pool, and be completely safe. So how does this actually operate and work? Well, there's a basin underneath. In fact, I'm gonna pull this up in a second to show you a little bit more. There's a base underneath, there's a motor right actually underneath this lamp that turns and either pulls it out or it retracts it. These are really heavy, but let me show you how this works. If you come in here, you'll see this is just a chamber, and these are floating tracks that have a big, that kind of support this, and this basically just sits on top. And now this, should it ever need service, those pull up, but I can also walk on it, jump into the pool, and there's a bench shelf here that also adds a lot of like functionality to the pool. So I was excited to show you that because a lot of people don't realize that that's even possible. I hope that helps in case you're thinking like, I need safety, but I still don't want to sacrifice luxury. Hope that gave you some help. So this fireplace before, if you're looking at it, it's just a really basic look. Now with the new finishes, look, with the granite, with the porcelain wood look, it just all of a sudden feels so much more luxurious. We also added heaters, a fan, and obviously furniture. Furniture makes such a difference. Our team did an incredible job sourcing material that really adds, makes this room luxurious. Now this was a key feature in this entire build. This is a focal point sandwiched in between two outdoor rooms. And the way we designed this was we added cushions, we added a wood back, and then we also added tile on either side. So I can sit here, put a drink out, and when you're inside, you're looking out, you actually see this tree as a focal point. And so this really helped block some of the neighbors that were behind them, but gave a really strong grounding point while still not blocking the view in general. So this was the second outdoor room they already had, but we added just really great features that are really fun for a family. So a swing, obviously, furniture, rug, and then we also have a projector which is really cool at night. Just imagine sitting here, being able to enjoy a movie. You can see that from either inside, or you can be in the fireplace looking at the movie. It's a really great location to put this projector screen, but it's also hidden. So functionality, when you're not needing it, people almost don't even know it's there. Okay, there's actually a hidden feature. It's hard to show on YouTube. In this pool is a speaker system, meaning that inside the water is speakers. So I haven't done this yet, and this is on my first experience, but what I want to do is I'm gonna put my head in, I'm gonna put the camera in so that you can actually see how in fact, I'm leaving the audio here. Okay, let's do this together. It's my first time. Let's see if I can get this. Here we go. Oh, wow. Here, I'm gonna put this in. Let's see if we can do it. I hope the speaker picked that up. Can you hear that? That's crazy. That's our first one we've ever done. That's why I thought I wanted to share that experience with you. But there's actually speakers, so you can be swimming and enjoying, whether you're doing a workout or whatever, whole speaker system can be installed. There's so many features that are possible. That's one I wanted to show you. If you're still watching, thank you so much for watching this yard tour. We love creating yards like this, and I hope this gave you some inspiration for yours. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to show you the next yard.